The Lake District, Cumbria, United Kingdom. This is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the whole of the UK, and it's not hard to see why. People come here from all over the world to see the beautiful natural landscapes and experience the local charm of this location. Now, generally they do that in the warmer months, but why limit yourself to that? This video is dedicated to showing you why you might want to visit here outside the busy touristy season. Cheerio, and thank you for joining us on another adventure. In this episode, we'll find out what's got me so happy.
King of the world!
We'll be visiting some ancient, mysterious megalithic sites. And we'll also discover why, just because it's winter, you shouldn't be worried about whipping out your Speedos and going for a little dip. This time on Cheerio Travel, the Lake District. Now I know what you're thinking. Coming here in December sounds like a ridiculous idea. But you might be surprised by the advantages it gives you if you come here in the colder months, when the tourists generally don't. Now that's easier said than done, especially for our cameraman Tommy, who's a Cockney, and he's freezing his bollocks off.
So one of the best reasons you've got for coming to the Lake District in December is what we've got here, which is a complete lake, completely to ourselves. So most people are going to head towards the South Lakes. They're going to go to Windermere, Ambleside, Grasmere, and there's good reason why. They're absolutely beautiful. But if you choose to come in December like we have, get up fairly early in the morning, and we're here at Bassenthwaite, the whole place is yours, and it's pretty magical.
Now it's about a 6 or 7 hour drive up from London to the Lake District, so I thought it was probably about time to give Tommy a little bit of an introduction to the local wildlife.
All right, Tommy, so you've come up here, mate, from the dirty old streets of the East End of London, and I was just wondering, do you know what that is?
It's a German Shepherd, isn't it?
That's exactly right.
There's loads of them.
There's a lot of them there. Lovely rainbow going on up there as well.
Another German Shepherd.
In this part of the Lake District, there's a very famous beauty spot. But like all beauty spots, it's become something of a magnet for people taking photographs for the Instagram. So let's see what we get here at Aeroforce in December.
Right, so we're here at Aeroforce. It's the kind of place I came when I was a little nipper, and I thought it was called Air Force, and that's because kids are stupid.
I thought it was Air Force as well.
Oh, there you go then, you see, there you go. Of all the places that we've been on our little December visit into the lakes, this has probably been the busiest. And that's to say, there still aren't many people here. You can still get, your own moments with nature. If you come here in the summer, you're going to find it's a very different story. Also, down in the little still pond bit where the waterfall comes out into, you can actually go in there and swim if you dare. Again, in the summer, it's probably a little bit more busy, as you can imagine. Right now, no one quite brave enough, but we'll see about that. We're in the village of Thornthwaite, and that white speck that you can see is in fact a large rock memorial to a bishop. I went to school about 20 miles away from here, and we used to see this when we used to come in to the Lake District in a smelly minibus to do adventure training. And we never knew what it was really, and then some kids said it was where a bishop had rode up on his horse and fallen off and died. I never really thought that was true, but then I found out much later that that actually is the story. And in 1783, they say, there was a bishop which was drinking in the Swan Hotel, which is just down there. And he'd obviously had a few ales and was feeling pretty good about himself. So he made a bet with all the patrons in there that he could get to the top of the fell behind me on his horse. So off he went, and the white monument, pretty tragically, marks the spot where he fell off and both him and his horse died. And there's a smaller white stone just at the bottom of the fell here, where they reckon that he's buried alongside his horse. It's a kind of testament really to the stupid things we can do if we've had a few too many ales.
Castle Rigg Stone Circle, just after sunrise. This ancient megalithic site was placed here maybe around 5,000 years ago, for reasons we don't know, and by people we really know nothing about.
So we've come to Castle Rigg Stone Circle near Keswick. One of the things we wanted to do was to see if we could do it where there'd be no other people about, see if we could kind of enjoy it on its own. So we've come here in December. We've come here very early in the morning for sunrise, and it's pretty windy. It's quite chilly as well, but it's a massive privilege because there's nobody else anywhere near around. And it means that we get to enjoy this really mysterious stone circle. Could be thousands of years old. I don't think anybody really knows. But here it is amongst this just incredible Cumbrian landscape. There is a bit of a storm coming in, but if you're willing to put a little bit of effort in and come when maybe nobody else will, you really see for the beauty that it is. It's almost kind of breathtaking, really. And it's hard to find the words to describe why somewhere like this is so magical. Okay, so having talked about the advantages of coming here in December, like you can have whole places to yourself, which is great, it would be wrong to suggest there aren't some risks as well. So we had a fantastic day yesterday in the North Lakes, amazing. And then the Met Office issued an amber weather warning for rain and for flooding exactly where we were. So we've taken that seriously, and what we've done today is we've made a tactical withdrawal here to Kirkby Lonsdale, well outside the flooding area. It's probably the right decision because while we were driving here, some of the roads already had flood water on them. So usually when I'm driving in the lakes, I'm like driving like this, looking around at the incredible scenery. But today I was more like this with this kind of constipated look on my face because I was concentrating so hard on the road. But what it does mean is that in coming here to Kirkby Lonsdale, we also get amazing views because it's right on the border of the lakes and the Yorkshire Dales.
Coming to the Lake District is all about getting back to nature. And what better way than getting in amongst it? And here we can see the rare Cumbrian albino seal entering the water. Right now, his testiculae are orbiting Saturn. Now, there are lots of proven health benefits to cold water swimming. But in truth, if I was by myself, this is not something that I would have done. My most important piece of safety equipment is Tommy, and if I get into trouble in any way, then he's going to be there to help. Even for this, I've done a proper water risk assessment, and off-screen I've got a towel, lots of warm clothing, hot liquids, and the car isn't very far away. So if you are by yourself, this is something that I would strongly advise against. Safety first, always.
Actually, that was pretty bracing. What a backdrop.
The Lake District is a place that's beautiful at any time of year, and I strongly encourage you to come at a time when the other tourists don't. It's one of England's greatest national resources. So if you do come, I hope you'll have a great time. Stay safe and stay warm. Cheerio for now, and we'll see you in the next one.
a bit rocky.
Any chance you can come a bit closer?